What happened in the previous chapter was Innocent Zero released monsters inside the arena. He didn't care about anyone but Mash, so he intended to kill everyone else there. Wahlberg also cast a spell, and because of this, Mash and his friends regained consciousness. Wahlberg would explain everything later, and for now, they needed to protect the students there. Wahlberg teleported himself along with Innocent Zero to a place where no one could disturb their fight. Dot and Lance fought against Sitter Baby, one of the criminal Canes, who turned them into babies. However, when Sitter thought he had the advantage in the fight, Lance used the sectional graviole against him, which knocked him down. Sitter didn't expect that Lance was still powerful even after being turned into a baby. Lance then went to Cell War's giant tower made from his carbon magic, and Mash gradually shortened it using his extraordinary strength. When the two confronted each other, Cell War recalled their previous showdown and said that they met again. It turned out that Mash didn't remember Cell War. Because of this, Cell War trembled with anger and couldn't comprehend how Mash forgot about him. What's up, Onii-Chan? Welcome back to our manga recap series about Mashle, Magic and Muscles, a story that's a mix of Harry Potter and One Punch Man. So, let's start the video. As the exciting story of Mash continues in a world filled with magic, we move on to Ryo and Neri riding their broom. Neri asked Ryo about the relationship between Wahlberg and Innocent Zero. Ryo answered and explained that the society they knew was founded by an excellent magic user, the architect of what would become the Divine Visionary. His power was indeed divine. The name of that man was Adam. In his lifetime, no one was able to match his dark magic. Wahlberg and Innocent Zero were reportedly Adam's most powerful students back then. Doesn't that mean that their powers are almost on par? Ryo agreed and explained that if Innocent Zero attacked with the hidden plan, well, I don't know. He didn't continue. If Wahlberg were defeated, their situation would turn dire. The scene then shifted to the showdown between Wahlberg and Innocent Zero. Innocent Zero asked if Wahlberg was as happy to see him as he was. He revealed his face, and it turned out that he is Slender Man. Wahlberg was shocked and seemed at a loss for words. Innocent Zero stated that Wahlberg's reaction didn't seem too good. It seemed like his old friend was looking at him as some kind of monster. Because of that, Innocent Zero once again changed his appearance and asked if Wahlberg would treat him as a friend if he looked like that, revealing Innocent Zero's new face. Wahlberg then said that Innocent Zero had abandoned his humanity. However, he explained that he is more human than others and that he has human desires. His greed knew no bounds. On that day, he expected to reclaim Mashburn dead and hoped to kill Wahlberg as well. Suddenly, he cast a spell times the living dead, revealing a coffin and a clock behind it. At this, Wahlberg was taken aback and said that the spell was forbidden to use. The scene then shifted to Cell War, who asked if Mash really had forgotten who he was. He just stared at Mash, the scene gradually zooming into his eyes, revealing what Cell War looked like from his perspective. Mash remained silent as Cell War grew angry with him. Cell War quickly attacked using his carbon magic, but Mash managed to dodge it. At least Mash remembered his magic, he said. He heard that his friend Abyss had survived their previous battle, comparing it to a cockroach. He also explained that after killing Mash, he would make sure to kill Abyss as well. Mash just stared at him. He noted Mash's brave face and asked him if he wanted to be skewered like he did to Abyss. After that, Cell War immediately launched a barrage of attacks using his Carbrain. The scene then shifted to Dot, who was still battling the monsters. He hoped that Mash was still safe because it seemed like Cell War had sent many carbon spears at him. In the previous battle, he said he was able to get close to Cell War because of Abel's dolls, but now he had no help. The scene returned to the battle between Cell War and Mash, showing a flustered Cell War. He watched Mash run over his attacks as if they were nothing. Our protagonist continued to do this and managed to jump towards Cell War. Upon landing, he managed to hit Cell War in the face while looking at him like a fool. He brought down Cell War and just watched him suffer. Cell War wondered how Mash had done it because in the past, Mash had struggled to withstand his attacks. Mash then said that he now remembered Cell War as his formidable enemy from before. But now, he said, he knew what Cell War's tricks were. He declared GGZ because he had mastered them. The scene then shifted to an explanation of who Adam Jobs was. Blessed with overwhelming magical ability, He was the most powerful magic user the world had seen in centuries. From education to magic to the establishment of the Bureau, his broad influence was felt in many aspects of magical society. But his later years were mostly devoted to public aid for those unable to use magic. Noblesse oblige. The strong serve the weak. He left this idea to his 3 students, one of whom was Wahlberg. And now, Innocent Zero used his magic to employ Adam in his fight against Wahlberg. Adam emerged from the coffin, leaving Wahlberg completely dumbstruck. Innocent Zero explained that he had finally obtained the magic to resurrect the life from the prison of the flesh. However, of course, he said it could only restore the body to its former state, and he could not restore its mind. Necrosmith then intervened, stating that he could handle it from there. He claimed that his specialty was marionettes, and Wahlberg would not notice the difference in Adam's movements from those of his former master. Wahlberg, furious, questioned how far they intended to provoke him. He released a remarkable magic power that enveloped him. Innocent Zero then explained that their master had lived a long time, but even he could not overcome aging. But there, he said, he had restored him to the vigor of his life. His magic power, he claimed, remained the most powerful. Innocent Zero continued to tease Wahlberg, saying their master cherished him greatly, so wasn't he happy to see him again. Wahlberg then attacked while recalling a conversation with his master, Adam. Wahlberg explained that noblesse oblige was a phrase used by people who did not want to strive to gain protection from others. Adam agreed that Wahlberg had a point there. In the end, what was the purpose of his self-sacrifice for others? Adam suddenly got angry and called Wahlberg a fool, asking who told him to argue with his master. Was Wahlberg trying to outdo him? To which Wahlberg responded with a no. Adam then said he was just teasing Wahlberg, so he should not be upset. It was okay if he was too young to understand that, he said while laughing. But on a serious note, Wahlberg would surpass him because he was strong. The scene returned to the fight between Innocent Zero and Wahlberg, showing Wahlberg crushing the puppet that Innocent Zero had summoned. This caused Innocent Zero to be somewhat surprised. Wahlberg explained that their master was the greatest person he had ever known. But as time goes on, they need to value the present. That was why he wouldn't show mercy, proving that now he was the strongest of all. The scene then switched to the fight between Mashle and Cellwar. Mashle suddenly asked Cellwar why he was being targeted. Cellwar then asked Mashle if he knew about the forbidden magic of body construction. He explained that it uses dark magic to create an immortal heart made from the hearts of 6 of your relatives. Mashle just stared, apparently very stunned. Their father had prepared 6 children to raise in order to obtain their hearts. In short, Mashle was a creation of their father. He was created for his perfect body, and Mashle exists for his part. At this, our protagonist was shocked. Mashle should be happy about it, Cellwar said, because it was an honor. He would be part of a near-godlike being. Mashle stared and asked if that meant he was like the protein needed to build muscles. Is that what he is? Because of that, Cellwar couldn't say anything about Mashle's stupidity. In the end, our protagonist realized the heavy burden and simply said it was too much to carry. The two of them then stared at each other. Mashle became depressed and said that the information was extraordinary and his entire life was just a sacrifice. He just said oh well and decided to sleep instead. He fell asleep immediately but was quickly woken up by Cellwar. Mashle said he hoped that all of this was just a dream. Mashle then asked if he and Cellwar were siblings. Cellwar explained that he was just a clone made using their father's blood and a corpse. Mashle said he understood. Cellwar said he exists just so their father could reach his goals. He said it was the highest honor to be part of his father's body. But his father chose someone worthless like Mashle, and he couldn't stand it. While he was trash-talking and saying that Mashle's life was really worthless, Mashle suddenly punched him, causing him to fall down. Mashle explained that it didn't matter if his life had a deeper meaning or none at all. He wouldn't be stopped, so Cellwar should give everything he can. Cellwar stared back and thought he shouldn't be swayed by Mashle's challenges, but Mashle had made him bleed. Because of this, he decided to start with his powerful attack. Mashle should show him what he got. Suddenly, Cellwar summoned Hephaestus, the god of iron. And that's where this video ends. What do you think? Does this god of iron stand a chance against our god of cream puffs? Will Wahlberg be able to defeat Innocent Zero? Write your comments down below. If you want more anime and manga recaps, Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with new videos.